There's a moment, maybe you've felt it, when you stand somewhere on this Earth and your brain simply stops. Scientists call it the overview effect. You don't need to go to space to feel it. You just need to find the right place on the ground. Today, 10 of those places, not ranked by popularity, ranked by how much they actually change the person standing in front of them. Here's the thing nobody tells you about the world's most beautiful places. It's not about postcards. It's that certain places do something specific to the human nervous system. They make you feel small and infinite at the same time. So here's the question we're chasing through all 10 of these. What does it actually take for a place to leave a permanent mark on someone? Let's start. Santorini, Greece. Built on the rim of a volcano that erupted so violently, some historians believe it inspired the myth of Atlantis. Every white building you see was painted that color for a reason, to reflect heat in a place with almost no fresh water and almost no shade. What looks like paradise was actually survival, dressed up in blue and white. Iceland. A country sitting directly on top of two tectonic plates slowly pulling apart, which means, technically, Iceland is growing wider every single year. Glaciers here sit beside active volcanoes. Waterfalls drop into black sand beaches. And on the right night, the sky itself starts to move. It's one of the only places on Earth where fire and ice are neighbors, not opposites. The Swiss Alps peaks, sharp enough to look hand-drawn, carved by glaciers that have been retreating and advancing for over 2 million years. Entire villages here were built specifically in the shadow of these mountains, not despite the avalanche risk, but because the same slopes that threaten them also feed the rivers that keep them alive. Danger and beauty, it turns out, usually share an address. The Maldives, over 1,000 coral islands, none of them rising more than 6 feet above sea level, which makes this one of the most beautiful places on Earth, and one of the first that could disappear. The water here isn't just clear. It's shallow enough, and still enough, that from above, entire islands look like they're floating on glass, which means what you're looking at right now comes with a quiet deadline attached. Bali, Indonesia. Rice terraces carved into hillsides over 1,000 years ago, using an irrigation system so precise, it's still used today, almost unchanged. Beneath the tourism, Bali runs on something older, a belief that land, water, and people exist in a kind of debt to each other, and beauty is simply what happens when that debt gets repaid. The Grand Canyon, USA. 2 billion years of rock, exposed in layers you can see with your own eyes. Nearly half the age of the planet itself, stacked like pages in a book written before humans existed to read it. Stand at the rim long enough, and the silence starts to feel less like emptiness and more like the sound of time itself. Banff National Park, Canada. A lake so blue it looks artificially colored. Lake Louise, fed by glacial meltwater carrying rock particles so fine they scatter light like nothing else in nature. The mountains around it aren't just tall, they're young, geologically speaking, still rising a few millimeters a year, still becoming what they'll eventually be. Machu Picchu, built at 2,400 meters, hidden in the clouds so completely that Spanish conquistadors never found it, which is the only reason it still exists at all. No mortar holds these stones together. Just precision. Blocks cut so exactly, you still can't slide a blade between them 500 years later. A civilization disappeared. What they built to honor the sky didn't. Halong Bay, Vietnam. Nearly 2,000 limestone islands rising straight out of emerald water. Shaped by 500 million years of erosion, the ocean simply refused to stop. Local legend says dragons descended here to protect the coastline, spitting jewels and jade into the sea, which hardened into these islands. The geology is slower. The feeling is exactly the same. The Great Barrier Reef, Australia. The largest living structure on Earth, visible from space. Built by organisms smaller than your fingernail, one coral polyp at a time, over 8,000 years. It's not one reef. It's nearly 3,000 individual reef systems, home to more biodiversity than almost anywhere else on the planet. And it's disappearing faster than almost anything else on this list, which is exactly why it belongs at number 1. We started by asking what it takes for a place to leave a permanent mark on someone. The answer isn't the view itself. It's the reminder that comes with it. that every place on this list is sitting on the exact same small planet, spinning through the exact same brief window of time we get to witness it in. Some of these places are already changing. Some may not look the same in 20 years, which means the real question was never, what are the most beautiful places on Earth? It was always, how many of them will you let yourself actually see while you still can?